I recently heard a young girl talk in Fry while she was being interviewed on NPR. She said, "It's so nice that there are more girls in jazz." She remained in Fry and had not much variation. This shows me that this trend continues to be fairly pervasive across ages and genders, but more commonly in women. And so when you're in this space of repressing or holding back, talking from the throat, this is the lowest possible breath energy, the lowest possible dynamics and variation. You're also holding back what you might really be feeling, how you're really naturally supposed to sound, and therefore holding back on what communication power you hold, versus shifting into and switching into a natural tone, feeling the flow of what's there, what wants to be expressed. Yes, it may feel a little awkward at first or sound different than you're used to, and yet you're tapping into the most resonant natural power and that version of yourself that is meant to be heard. That means you're communicating in a way that is most aligned, most accurate to who you are, how you want to be perceived and received as the vibrations and sound energy ripple out. I see this trend not only among teen girls, many women, some men, but especially even wellness providers, those folks who, on the one hand, are touting all of these holistic approaches to feeling your best and showing up boldly or being in your power. And yet, how can you be fully in your power and speak your truth when your voice is held in low energy and just kind of restricted in a way that doesn't fully show and sound like your true self? It's not just you sounding chill and cool and calm. It's actually repressing and holding back more power and energy that is meant to be heard. So it makes me wonder, is this a form of self-censorship? Not one that we mean to do on purpose, but one that has manifested as a way of protecting, as a way of repressing what we truly want to say, standing up for ourselves, our values, those around us, our community, being in fear of what we are here to say and do. Glottal Fry is easy to get in and out of. Yes, I've mimicked some of that, even throughout this recording. And when I guide people into their most natural voice, often it's in those unexpected moments and they go, "Ah, that sounds like me." They hear and feel, more importantly, a resonance and a vibration that is them. So while it can feel awkward at times, the tasks and activities and ways that you can come in and out of the voices that are you are a skill that very few recognize as one of the most potent and aligned ways to show up every single day. You have choices with your voice. Fry is just one of those characteristics that may creep in sometimes. But when you allow it to pervade and seep into and hold back and repress within your body and your throat, it almost doesn't matter what you're saying. That will be felt by the listener and reduce that sense of connection and deeper knowing. I encourage you to play with your voice right now. If you can put yourself into Fry, you can take yourself out of Glottal Fry as well. Something as easy as just an ah sound, ah, or an e, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, when you add more breath to that, you can think of it even like turning it into a ha. Doesn't matter what the pitch is right now. Don't worry about that. Just playing around with going from that crackly fry. The term historically comes from the sound. People thought it was like frying bacon in a pan. Into a more supported, smoother tone. Some of you may even notice that your throat feels a little more relaxed. If you go to the extreme with the tension, it's also going to sound so tight and strained, and you'll feel that. So allow yourself to notice what that extreme feels like. And then on the other extreme, if you're releasing too much air, this is what it may sound like, and it may also feel like it's a bit of an effort. So you're going for your happy medium. And just by taking that pressure valve, releasing, and allowing more air to flow through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can start to infuse that in your speaking. Does it happen every time you talk if you're someone who habitually lives in Glottal Fry? Probably not. This takes practice and intention. For those of you who are starting to notice a shift, but then feeling like you're falling back into your throat or not really sure how to develop this into other areas of your speaking and really build into that dynamicism and variation that you desire because you know your resonant sound is in there, then let me know. This is something I guide my clients in on a regular basis, and it takes that releasing of the habit to instill the new foundation. And the body will want to sometimes go into old ways and at the same time be craving that optimal, efficient way of speaking, of sounding, and of being. So if that's something that you are ready to explore, an easy way to do that is you can book a complimentary call with me. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. We chat about your goals. I do a voice health screening to see kind of if there's any underlying aspects or symptoms going on. And then we can discuss what the possibility is for us working together, if it's a good fit. And if it is, I'll make you an offer. And we can decide going forward how we would like that to look so you can achieve your goals, sound the way you are meant to, and be received by the listener, the audience, in that relationship when you are speaking as you, not holding back, sounding like the woman you are meant to be. And if you're not sure who that is yet, this is the journey of becoming. And it starts with exploration and willingness and openness to get intimate with this instrument in your neck.